Hi everyone, welcome to Veronica's Gardening Journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, my name's Veronica and I live in Florida. I like to garden. I'm a little small town gardener, nothing big. We do a lot of raised bed gardening and container gardening with our green stalks. So I'm going to bring you along with that journey. So I hope you enjoy the video. What we will be doing today though is transplanting. I have some zinnia seeds here that my mom gave me, so I'm really excited because these seeds are going to be special. They're from my mom, so I will be saving them year after year. So this is, I guess, the second generation for these seeds, which is exciting. So without further ado, I'm going to explain exactly what we're doing. So basically, I'm going to be transplanting them into these Bootstrap Farmer containers. I purchased a total of 8 of these. This is a 4-pack. What I really like is if you look on the bottom, there's a hole. So when the roots are growing, they're going to grow out. They don't get root bound. Plus there's like slits here for great airflow. Whatever. All I know is I'm excited to try these. Not a sponsor, but I really like the quality of these, and they are a little bit pricey, so don't feel like you have to go and purchase these things. Anything works. Anything works. I recycle my containers when I buy plants, so I keep those too. And I usually use these if I'm going to give them away. If I grow too many plants, I like to use the pretty much, I call them throwaway containers. So people aren't taking my good ones, but I have some soil here. It's just a regular soil mix. I am gonna add a little bit of nutrients. Zinnias don't need a lot of fertilization, which is great, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of blood meal and bone meal. It might be a waste. Tell me in the comments if that's a waste of fertilization, but we're gonna do it. So let me get my camera ready and we're gonna get started. So one thing I forgot to get was like a spoon or something to scoop these seedlings out. But what I had done, oh nope, that's not gonna work. I put a napkin on the bottom, so I'm trying to reach for that napkin, see if it doesn't deteriorate. Oh no, it's going to. It's fine. These are pretty. This is very loomy. So we have, I'm going to put this one here. I can tell you this is not a zinnia. I don't know what it is. I think it might be borage because I did grow borage recently. So I'm just going to separate these out. Oh, this is nice. I like to recycle my containers, my strawberry containers, that is, because sometimes you don't necessarily need to use a lot of soil, and I just like using something like this method. I call it my mini greenhouse, simply because you're not using a lot of soil and you're not using up a lot of your regular containers. And because these were seeds that we saved, I wasn't, well, my mom saved, I wasn't 100% sure if they would germinate, so I didn't want to use so much of soil with other containers. But looking at this, I have quite a few zinnias that we will be planting, and check out the roots right here. I mean, that looks amazing. So I'm not going to plant these in the ground directly because I haven't had a lot of luck when they're this small, planting them directly in the ground. So what I think I'm going to do, well, what I am doing, not think, I am going to plant them in the container. Oh, this one's got, okay. See, look at that. I am going to plant them, excuse me, in this 4-pack cell, and I'm going to leave them there. I don't know. I want to be able to prune the top. And so what I'm talking about is with the zinnia, I want this to grow more because I want to prune the top, like in between the leaves. That way it branches out, creates like a V, and then it gets thicker. And so that's what I am wanting to do. I'm actually just gonna mix in some bone meal and blood meal into this soil that I'm using behind me, which you can see. I'm sorry guys, but oh my gosh, that smells so bad. Like, it smells so bad. Oh snap, that's a little too much. Those are gonna be some healthy plants. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh, sometimes guys, you're gonna see in this channel, I get a little too ahead of myself. Let's do it like this. So we're just gonna mix that in those amendments. I wouldn't do this when you're starting seeds because there might be too much for the seedling. But because these are about, how old are they? I planted them on March 5th. So they're almost 20 days old, and I feel like they should be prettier than that, bigger than that, but it's all right. We're good. That's why I want to put them in their little container, separate them, and I might put them outside. My only concern, to be honest with you, is the fact that it gets so hot now. Like midday, that sun is brutal. So we'll see. But I'm just gonna fill my containers with soil, like so. And then I'm just going to, sometimes the soil has darn too many little weeds or whatever, or weeds, wood chips. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and plant these. I did the pink because there's more of them, and so I'm like color coding here, I guess. So zinnias are gonna be pink and pink containers. And then I do have purple. I'm gonna post that video, my little unboxing of my Bootstrap Farmer containers, because that's actually something I'm going to try to achieve, is to have a full, I can't even talk right, is to have Bootstrap Farmer products, like growing products. And of course I'll try other ones, but I just love the colors. Okay. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up while I plant these. So this last one here, this little guy is, this one's gonna have the really tiny ones, the ones that I'm not sure about. And then I really think this is borage. I'm gonna plant it with this guy here. I don't like to do that when I'm wanting them to be efficient, but that is so small. You can't even see it, can you? Wait, where is it? Oh, right there. right here. So tiny. I don't know if it'll make it. So I don't want to waste like a spot, I guess. So we ended up with 20, guys. 20 zinnias. And so the goal here is to get them bigger, to then like top them off. Like I'm gonna cut the tops off, and then from there have them bush out. I love zinnias. They're my favorite. I just love them simply because they're really not hard to take care of. If you're looking to grow a flower, grow zinnias. They're easy. You can just throw them in your garden too and they'll germinate. But these are from my mom and they're special, and I want to make sure that, let me move you up here, that I have them and that I take care of them, and that I, you know, at the end of the season I'll deadhead some of the flowers, dry them, and keep the seeds, and just keep doing that. So that's a really easy way to keep seeds. There are some flowers that are very difficult to keep seeds up, but with zinnias they're not difficult at all. I've actually done this for years, but I have some of my own, but I wanted to plant my mom's because I just wanted to. And who knows, I may surprise her with some of these, because I do intend on planting other ones. But with the zinnias, they're pretty tall. You cut them, they're really great providers. They'll produce pretty much throughout the season. I have grown them through the summer here in Florida, and I've never had any issues. Sometimes I get a little bit of like mold, like you know what I'm talking about. I can't, the words can't come out of my mouth right now. Powdery mildew. But other than that, they're great. And then I've made a lot of bouquets with flowers. So that is really fun to be able to do that as well. So I hope you enjoyed this short video of me planting my zinnias. What I'll be doing is I will definitely track the progress. These were planted on March 5th. Today is March 22nd. So they are, what, 17 days old? About 17 days old. I don't know. So these are my zinnias. We have a variety. We have a variety of really nice big ones to the puny of the puniest ones. We're gonna love on them and take care of them like they're all the same, because you never know what can happen. I'm going to water these guys, and then I'm gonna set them out. No, actually I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna water them, that I will do, but I won't put them outside. I just transplanted them. So, tip, when you up pot, they're not transplanted, I up potted them. When you do up pot your plants, don't put them in full direct sun. Water them. I'm lucky enough to have like a front patio. If you have like a lanai patio, even like a table with an umbrella, any place where there's shade, I would recommend putting it there. I like to keep mine for about a couple days, like maybe two or 3 days, until they just acclimate and they don't look droopy and they look healthy. And then I will put them in full sun. And if it's too strong, you know, I'll transition them from the sun to indoors. But at this point, I think my zinnias are ready. Once, you know, I give them a couple of days to recover from the up potting, and then they'll go in full sun. And I probably am going to keep them in these containers for a month. I've never done that. I'm always so eager to automatically plant things in the garden. As soon as I see it's like an inch tall, I'm like, oh, let's plant it in the garden. I'm going to have a little bit of self-control here, and I want to give them about a month, maybe 3 weeks. We'll try a month. We're going to try a month. Okay, so today is March 22nd. I want to put them in the garden April 22nd. Depending on how big they are. So, ooh, I could transplant them on Earth Day. That would be fun too. But what we'll do is we're gonna take care of these babies. I'll keep you updated. I will do some shorts with the progress. I also have a really cool herb garden I'm going to start today. So that'll be another video, and I will likely be wearing the same clothes. So don't judge me. But if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. What flowers are you growing to help your garden with pollinators and just the beauty of it? Let me know below in the comments. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching Veronica's Gardening Journey. Bye-bye.